So the world is in crisis, no one knows what to do, they must call on a special robot for help, and yet you are smiling still. You know, the world's gone to shit, everything's gone wrong, everything's real bad, and you are smiling at me in this time of need, when you need the courage of one individual to rise up above the evil in the world. You are smiling at me like a moron. Yeah, that's good. Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Mighty Number 9. What should be, pretty sure this time, the finale of Let's Play Mighty Number 9. My name is Rabbidluigi, and in the last episode, we did the robot factory level. It was kind of tricky. The boss at the end was kind of tricky. Just lots of things to do, and I was taking damage from every single source. But other than that, not bad. In this episode, we're going to finish, and I think we need to talk to someone. I have no idea where this is. Could be important.
Incredible. Trinity commands so much cell now that she's subsumed the entire coliseum itself.
Actually, I don't think we're told this unless we do the advice, so this is important.
We have no data on what it's like inside, Beck. But I know for certain that you are our only hope.
You're our only hope. It's not that bad. It's kind of tricky. It's a long level. The difficulties come from being blind when you play it. Not physically blind, but not knowing what you need to do. Anyway, we have some static cutscenes again, the kind of stylized stuff. We had the stuff at the beginning. Have some cutscenes. I'm gonna shut up for a bit.
What in the blue blazes? The battle coliseum itself has been absorbed!
Trinity has gone beyond her original design and is assimilating everything around her. Avi, what are the conditions like surrounding the coliseum?
Oh no!
I gotta be honest with you, boss. It's one big old mess out here. The streets are packed solid with haywire robots!
Understood. Return to the lab for now.
What'll we do, Will? What'll we do?
Our only hope is to sneak in from above. Avi could drop back into the target zone. All right, let's do this.
You want to send Beck into that? Alone?
Any other robot would be assimilated by Trinity almost immediately. Only Beck shares Trinity's ability. He's the only one that can do this.
That's rather convenient. I kind of understand the need to drop me in from above. I could take them down from the ground level. Have you seen my explosive weapon?
Understand how to wield it. You must teach her how to control it.
I understand, Professor. I'll do it. I'll save Trinity.
Does he look like a teacher to
I
you?
know you will, Beck. I know you will.
He's someone who's gonna sit her down and say, stop fucking about with this stuff. You could help a lot of people. You could assimilate bad robots and help turn the world into a better place and not be a fucking idiot. It doesn't seem like that sort of person. Anyway, actual movement cutscenes. Oh, God. Kind of. Not really. That was fun. Anyway, let's start this level. Quite long. Hopefully we can do this without too much trouble. Would be nice.
In the Coliseum.
Wonderful. We won't worry about it. This is, we're introduced to this new enemy type right at the end of the game. It's kind of nothing. They shoot this, like, red, two-dimensional beam out, which is kind of annoying. Quite hard to see it in this very colourful level. You're going to send more? I know what the problem is. Can you see what the problem is? There's no enemies coming. It's up here, behind the portrait of Beck. That's a little bit weird. Incredible problem to have. If I'm being honest, I need to sneeze. I'm gonna try and suppress it. Again, I don't know what we're doing. What the fuck are we doing? It's behind the portrait of Beck, and I can't reach it without one of those. So that's a little bit questionable. I don't know why that's there. I'm pretty sure I can't reach it again, which is kind of annoying again. But you know, I'll just keep exploding things because we're right at the end of this game, and after this, we won't have to worry about it. Have you enjoyed this Let's Play? I feel like I didn't really want to come into this Let's Play and be angry all the way through because I feel like that's rather tiresome to listen to. Like, oh, this game's a piece of shit. This game's a piece of shit. It's not terrible. It's just, it's not as good as it could be in a lot of areas, and that upsets me more than if it was terrible. And when a game's terrible, you're like, oh, this is actually quite entertaining because it's so bad. But anyway, that was good. That apparently wasn't a quick clear. I've got the quick clear through there a couple of times, not this time. Anyway, yes, Trinity is laying out a red carpet. Not quite, but yeah. It's kind of a challenge thing. I'm testing your abilities to actually defeat me or something. I would have thought for a robot who has gone kind of berserk, you wouldn't really have that mentality. You wouldn't have that advanced thought. These things are weird, as cool kind of mentions.
Even if you destroy them, they'll use the
cells around them to reconstitute. Attack strategically.
Yeah, these are they're kind of explained. They talk about it will use the cells. Is that what we're calling them now? To reconstitute. Kind of. It works to a point. There is a reason why it sometimes does it and sometimes doesn't. The reason is distance away from it, and it took me a very long time to work that out. There's a bit coming up a little bit from here. I always thought it was the proximity of other. No, the proximity of other little funky whatever this is. In relation to this, I'm going to use, for the only time in this game, this weapon. It's actually kind of useful in this scenario, in only this scenario. Maybe here. Can I charge this up or something? I forget what I can do with this weapon. It's kind of okay, but I don't really find a use for it. Mainly because this weapon is fucking absurd. Oh, that was slowdown. I don't know if you can see the slowdown. There is slowdown from time to time in this game. I don't know if I don't know if it's all that obvious. This is where I got confused. Because you've got to you have to be far enough away. Not really far enough away, but if you are far enough away, they will just respawn again. And I'm going to do something. No. I'm making my life easier. I'm trying to make it easier. We want to do, like, hang on. One of these. There we go. No, don't do it. I'm trying to make my life a lot easier when it comes to jumping off this thing. I don't want to play games with you, game. Haha, game's playing me rather than I'm playing the game. I'm going to go like a slam dunk. No, it doesn't work. It clearly doesn't work. I'll show you the reason what I was trying to do. It's quite hard to leap. Oh, that was okay. Sometimes you hit the bottom of that platform rather, and you have like a generally really hard time trying to not immediately fall into the pit below because you hit a ceiling pretty much, and that's not desirable. Isn't there a yes? I noticed this on my practice run. There's a thing. I do practice runs of this game now. Haha. There's a thought. We can go up here. Never been up here. Anything useful? Amazing. Not really. It was. All I did was find a place where I can go, and thank you for the. I appreciate the positive reinforcement again, but I didn't really need it. There are other people in the world which need more positive reinforcement than I do. I'm not massively full of myself, but I'm reasonably confident in my own abilities as a human being on this planet. So you don't need to give me too much praise, just enough to make sure that I'm still doing the right thing. But don't give me too much in the right direction. There are other people who need more because they are misguided. They need the guiding hand of the announcer guy to tell them that they're doing okay. I need that one back, so we need to go far enough away that we can fix this. That's good. Get rid of that one. Then we turn into this. Then we do this. Beautiful, amazing. Now, this level hasn't got hard yet. It's going to get a bit more interesting. This is where it gets a bit trickier if you don't know how amazing this weapon is. It's a little bit too good.
Trinity absorb.
Every time I say Trinity, I can't help but think the Matrix, which kind of, I wouldn't say it makes this a bit trivial, but it's a different feeling when you relate it to the Matrix.
Cells in perpetuity. I realized later the dangers inherent in such a system, which is why I refined the design.
You mean with your next model, with Beck?
That's correct. With Beck.
I realize with Dr. Sander, I guess a kind of a character trait is every time he says anything, he goes, oh, at some point during the middle of the sentence, like I must pause because that's a lot of slowdown. Not sure if you could see that, but that was something incredible on my end. I get that characters need quirks and something to make them a little bit more interesting than a one-dimensional character. There are a remarkable amount of one-dimensional characters in this game, as weird as that sounds. Even though they have the personality, that is all their personality, so it's a bit weird. I don't know what to think about that. I'm gonna do what weapon have I got equipped? To do this one. I remember this kind of working. I'm gonna go just like straight over the top, straight kind of over the top. That kind of worked. Ignore it. Ignore the man behind the screen. Didn't work. I gotta kill this thing. It's a very annoying enemy to fight. Just there. Yeah, worked. Beautiful. Beautiful. I need to... There. No. This is gonna work. There we go. Stunning work. That we haven't found the hostility in this level yet. Maybe. I don't know if we have. Let's do this, because I kind of tried this once. This is gonna go all the way to the top. Go all the way to the top. There we... Yeah, somehow that worked. Give me more lives. I haven't got enough of those yet. Maybe they'll come in handy. They will actually maybe come in handy. I say that as a joke, might be important. We'll find out. Oh, robots. So many robots! These aren't even corrupted that much by Trinity, because the ones which were corrupted by Trinity had a weird glow around them, so... And are, you know, have eyes, maybe. I don't know. Confusing. It's hard to keep a track of what's going on in this game. It hasn't got the most complicated story. And, actually, that's a good point. A couple of people, quite early on when I was complaining about the story, said, why are you complaining about there being a story? I'm okay with any game having a story. I take exception when the story itself isn't noteworthy, especially if they're trying to push some kind of interesting agenda about, you know, corruption or whatever this is supposed to be. I don't really know. Anyway, we're at the boss. That's fine. I don't like lackluster stories, and this is a very lackluster story. Oh god, what the fuck is that?
Trinity.
I kind of know what it is. It's terrifying. It's very circular.
So, it's finally come to this. 2 of my proudest creations squaring off.
Pretty sure he is naked right now.
You did the other mighty numbers. Save Trinity.
I shall abuse holes in the system. There is a way of doing this. Yes. It's Trinity, who looks distinctly not like anything, which is kind of fun. There is a insanely broken way of doing this, and there was, you know, I guess a brief hesitation on my part to not do this, because it's a little bit cheap, but if it's in the game, you bet I'm going to use it. It's okay. It's kind of... Basically, as you use Brandish's weapon, Brandish's weapon, does that work? Is that English? I am unsure. Give me that fine play bonus. It makes me so pleased to be alive. Let's do that, and I can do... Yes, that was good. I should probably have this weapon on some kind of quick start menu, which makes it a bit easier to go through them like I do with my... does that work? Yeah, that'll work. That's good. What was I going to mention? Brandish's weapon. The idea is that you're using the sword so quickly that you can deflect enemy attacks, but importantly, not be harmed by them, which is good in normal gameplay, very important in normal gameplay, a little bit too good in this boss fight, I'd say, because it's kind of most of the challenge of this boss fight, so... I don't know, is that really an exploit of sorts? I don't really think it is. I think it's just a thing you can do. I could have maybe got it there and be done with the first form, I don't know. Maybe we could just apply apply the sticky explosive and then just wait for it to go a funky color, and then we're in business. Like that. No, that did work. Something worked, and then we'll just do one of these. There we go. Fine work. Easy boss fight, easy game. Ha ha ha. It never works, does it? I can't convince anybody that that's the end. It doesn't work! I have not got the power of persuasion that graces so many other human beings in history. Anyway, I had to cough. Enjoy what this is. It's a giant scary plant monster.
I am picking up a significant shift in Trinity's readings. She appears to be distressed.
Indeed. Just as Beck absorbed aspects of the other mighty numbers, she's learning from Beck. She's struggling with what she's done, what she'll do next, how to control her power. You can do it, Trinity! Open your mind! Show the world that robots can evolve!
Robots can evolve is an interesting phrase there. Also, when you say that Trinity is struggling with what she has done, would be nice if there was a representation of that beyond you saying that she's struggling with what she's done. There we go, that kind of worked. I backed myself into a corner. Not a good idea, would not recommend it, but it would be nice if there was a representation of, oh, she's struggling with the atrocities that she's committed, beyond you just saying she's struggling with the atrocities she's committed. Trust me on this, I'm a doctor, I know what I'm doing. I need to go down. No, it's hard to tell when the part can be assimilated. It goes a slightly darker purple, which isn't as good. It's harder to see. I can do mad, wicked, mad damage, wicked, wad damage. Now what? I don't know. It's gonna come from one of these directions. I gotta be reasonably frugal with my usage. Oh, I can't do that. No, it's hard. The colors look different. You understand that, right? Colors are slightly off. It's kind of purple, then it becomes a slightly different purple. No, purple. There we go. That one worked. I'm confused. Very deeply. Oh, that something happened. I'm not sure. I got hurt for it. This boss fight isn't too difficult. It can be a little bit difficult. This is the best way of doing this, I remember. And then we gotta avoid the slightly erratic flight patterns of this crazy shit. Go through there and take some damage. Probably not the best idea in the world. Probably don't want to die. Probably don't want to die. Probably a really bad idea to die. I need to think of a new idea. Maybe this idea. There's an interesting thing coming up. Maybe not now. Maybe not now. Attach these. Yeah, this kind of works. Take your time on that one. That's actually not a bad idea. And we'll go, no, I died for that. That is a bad idea. So I've probably taken too much damage in the first form to actually get anything done in this stage of the fight with my current health situation, but I'll give it a go anyway. I can kind of do some damage here. Enough damage? We'll find out in due time. It's a bit, yeah, this is okay. It's okay enough. It's open enough that you can use a variety of different weapons to get this done. So it's not like, I don't think it's weak to one in particular. This is quite good against this. I don't really know what's the best strategy here. Maybe the ice thing. Ice thing doesn't, it does something. Does damage, kind of, yeah. The ice, I feel like I should show off the ice thing. It's kind of okay. Wasn't there an alternate attack to this? I don't know. Let's go back to this, because it was kind of working. And we have full power. We'll get through this. This boss fight did take me a little while to do first time around, just because there's a lot to it. Lots of attacks, lots of ways of dying, and, you know, I'm sure I'll be able to show off at least a few of those ways of dying in some point at this fight, because it'll happen. I'll tell you it's happening. It's gonna happen. Sometimes the respawn bot thing upstairs will give you something which you can use to, you know, like an energy tank pack thing, a fairy almost. This is the one attack which I'm not very good at dodging, because it's not inconsistent. It's kind of hard to see where exactly you need to dodge. Like here, there you go, that's better. I'm getting better at this thing. Oh no, there's more. I forgot there was more. There we go, that's better. It's just a trial and error, like a lot of boss fights. It's fine. Were you expecting something else? I don't really know what to say about this. I'm kind of concentrating. I'm kind of fruitlessly as well, because I know I probably won't be able to do the rest of this boss fight without taking a hit, and that's kind of what I need to do. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, back we go. We'll go through this, and oh, that was very fine. I don't want to leave it fine. It's very hard to see. I'm having to concentrate quite a lot to see if I can assimilate it. It's purple and red, and it goes slightly more purple, and it has more particles coming off it when I can assimilate it. You can kind of just about see the difference. It's not a big difference, but it's a difference nonetheless. Something to, you know, something to keep an eye out of, and also pay attention to where it's going to come out of. A bit sort of, I wouldn't say it's a dick move, but it's kind of an unnecessary hazard. Can I use this? I'm finding other things that I can use. Charge it up, lots, yeah. Give me some power. Oh, that works. That kind of works. Gotta dash through it, though. Finding different ways to solve the problem. Go over here. Kind of scared. Would like to do this in some kind of decent time. Haven't started my timer. Was distracted by my timer. Not a problem, he says with confidence and exuding the facade of confidence or something. I don't know. Isn't that how we go through our lives? We exude the facade of confidence in an attempt to make people convinced. That was a fine play. You tell me. You give me that positive reinforcement that I'm doing the right thing today. Okay, this form could be easier if I do. Maybe I was distracted by trying to change my power up. Maybe like go now. It's kind of hard to avoid this. Go to the highest step and then just like leap off. Yeah, kind of the highest step and leap off at an opportune moment and pay attention to where it's going to come back. Could come back in the center. Doesn't come back in the center. That's good. Doing okay, not brilliantly. Could be doing better. Could be doing worse. Would not like to do worse, to be honest, but you know, it's a possibility. Want to go this now? Yeah, fuck your stem. Yeah, can we do the fire now? Is fire gonna work? Charge up the fire, and maybe this works. Got so much fire. Fire against plants is, yeah! Fucking hell, that fire's good. I don't know. I don't want to be too reckless. That just deflects off that. Now then, what are we gonna do? No, it's there. Run quickly. I am concentrating hard. I would like this to be over. We're near the end. I can smell the end. We want to see the end. Oh, I can see the end. We are no, it's gonna be there. Oh, we're doing this attack. I am scared of dying. And I don't want to do that today. Maybe later. I don't want to shrug off this mortal coil. I rather enjoy this mortal coil for the time being. Want to leap and just give me... Oh, I tried to do too much. Why did he try and be cocky? And so, class, what have we learned? Well, we've learned that this is a difficult boss when it wants to be. We've also learned that when victory is in your grasp, don't be a cocky dickhead. That's a bad idea. You might think that what I did wasn't that bad, but I could see where the line of victory was, and I kind of did too much in the wrong direction, if you know what I mean by that. I'm not even sure I know what I mean by that, but I could have done more to help myself in that situation. I don't know. This is good. This is good. I'm running out of lives. I took a lot of damage in my run through the first form. I've actually lost a life which you didn't see because I did such a bad job that I thought there was no point in me showing what I did because it was bad. It was real bad. I don't have to take that hit, but I feel like the drawback of taking that hit, the benefits are better for what it means in the long term. I don't know. I may have to do this stage again because I appreciate when I have the fucking axle recover. That's really annoying because I destroy the little individual pods. I destroy the individual pods before I actually have a chance to speed through them, and that's very irritating. Speed through it now. There you go. Speed over the top. That's good. Give me one of these. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this again. That's annoying. But that's, you know, we do these things. I do these things so you don't have to. And I tell you how to defeat these bosses so you never have to in your lives. Okay, that was fun. We're gonna stick with it. Don't be stupid. Don't be a cocky fucking dickhead because it didn't work last time. Gonna be in the center, I know. Gonna be in the center. No, you're not in the center. You're changing your plan of action or some shit like that. That's fine. It's a fun thing to do. Everyone should try it. Give me more positive. Tell me how good I am. Come on, game. Yeah, stop doing that lately. Tell me how amazing I am. Make my hubris even more engorged than it needs to be. We can't take the hit here, so maybe I'll just take it a little bit slower. Maybe we'll have a nice little moment to regenerate our powers or something. Maybe bring it down a little bit. I can't go after it. I want to though. Oh, that's fine. It's healing. That's annoying, but that's. Oh, it's fine. We'll cope. We'll smoke a dope with the Pope or something. Rope a dope tactics. That's someone else. That's Muhammad Ali. I'm getting confused. It's very deeply unsettling. This boss is weird, by the way. It's like a plant, but like a weird kind of like mother of all creation idea. It's a lot of mixed themes. I'm not sure if any of them work. Let's go now and drop that. I'm getting that attack down. I'm understanding what I need to do. Right while I'm right at the end and nearly dead. But you know, you gotta work it out at some point. I kind of can't really do anything here because it'll just heal itself, and I don't really know what's the best solution because it's always spitting out shit, and I don't know if I can just dive in. I can't take the hit. I have to wait here. So you're gonna wait here with me. In other words, that's what I was trying to get off. Let me just like dance back and forth. Dancing back and forth reminds me of all the pain I've suffered in my life. Go through. That was good. Didn't get a fine play. I think I've already got a fine play for that. You can't get more than one fine play on the same thing. I don't like that because, you know, this is fine. This is a good tactic. It's a very slow tactic. I can't defeat this much fast. I could... I've done some damage. Maybe we'll get it back around on the second time. I don't want to take it too far because it just heal itself again. I don't want to do that because I'm one hit away from death. Real bad times for everybody involved. Mostly me, because you're just watching on at home saying, this guy's really fucking shit at this game. Because, yeah, I kind of am. That's why I'm on easy, because I'm not interested in a challenge from this game. I'm interested in showing off what this game is. Which isn't terrible, but it's not particularly amazing either. It's not mighty. It's not mighty. I would call it mediocre, number 9. People have made that joke, so I don't feel like I'm really contributing to the comedy scene on YouTube or game journalism by making that joke. We are right near the end. We are one fucking hit away from killing this thing. You know what that means. Oh, what's going on? What is... I killed it. I killed it, I think. I think I did it. What am I going to do here? Just... Oh, I know. I forgot what I had to do. Oh, that was confusing. Okay, that was good. Didn't have to repeat the level. I like that. I cleared the story on fast. I was quick. After all of that, I was actually quite quick at beating the game. Oh, God. Hello, Trinity. We hear nothing about you. I don't even think you speak. Do you speak? I'm talking lots because I beat the game, and Beck is tired, and I'm tired, and it's late, and I've got a cough, and I've cleared my mission. And we finished the game. So, lots of things to be proud of today. We died many times. We got a C rank. I believe an S rank on this level is possible on higher difficulties, but I don't really care. It's not really something I'm going to stick around to find out how to do. Oh, God. Now we can talk about things that are mildly interesting, like what's going on in this game. That's a noise.
Your true form. I did it! I mean, you did it, Trinity.
No.
We did it.
I did it. She was being an obstacle.
Excellent! You have surpassed even my greatest expectations.
But that was spoken like a true scientist.
The area area are no longer under Trinity's control. They are destabilizing.
And it's an escape sequence like Metroid. Let's go. I like escape sequences.
It's coming down!
Yeah, let's go. Give me an escape sequence of a rocket ship. It'd be amazing.
Threat is gone. Mighty numbers, rescue Beck and
But
Trinity.
they do it for you. I would be okay if we had to go back through the level. Maybe not on my same life count, but it'd be cool. I like escape sequences. There's a sense of drama. It makes me happy. Anyway, that's the end of the game. We get this lovely still of the personalities of the individual robots. It's good. It's a great game. Are we straight into credits? I don't know. What's going on? I forget what that is. Is that Trinity? Maybe Trinity? I don't know what's going on. I should have paid attention to the story more, but the story wasn't engaging. The story wasn't... It didn't grab you at any point. That's more in the Battle Coliseum. This was more as like a... I believe a... What's the word? Concept art? Like an early... You know, this is the design of the game. It's not actually what the game's going to look like, but this is kind of what we're kind of going for. The style and the dynamism in the game kind of never happened. But yes, this was Mighty No. 9, a game that I've mentioned many times. It had like the ingredients. It was singing from a hymn sheet that should have brought success. You have people who know what they're doing, money, which is useful. I don't really know where it went wrong, but when it did go wrong, it was kind of... Is that it? Kind of, you could have done a lot more. Matt Mercer, all these people who I kind of know, not personally, but I've heard of, and now that I see them down here as voice actors who had an interesting mix of some of them doing a good job, some of them doing a good job, some of them doing just their job, and some of them doing a job which was, I guess, a good job, but in a character which I really hate. Avi, the voice actor for Avi, didn't pay attention to who that was, but is good voice acting, but I don't like the voice. I appreciate the fact that he was probably given direction saying, hey, you be annoying and be ad-lib everything. But still, it's kind of annoying. So, Mighty No. 9 will go down in history as this game, which might springboard an interesting franchise, which could go places. A bit like Watch Dogs. I talked about this not so long ago, where when you have a game which doesn't really reach for heights that it probably should be reaching, that's kind of how it works, you are setting up a good platform for the sequel to come around and just be much, much better. And hopefully, if there is a sequel, if there's some kind of franchise like, and they make like an anime or something like that, which is weird when they then go on to do the make you cry like an anime fan on prom night or whatever that thing was in the trailer. That was weird. Why are you gonna do that and then make an anime about this series? So I don't know. There's potential here. There's some things to get excited about. There are some genuinely interesting ideas, but it's kind of wrapped in this kind of bland shell. Interestingly, and I don't think I've ever played a game on this channel which falls into this. This game is quite incredibly boring at times, and I feel like that's hard on me. Not hard on me. It's like, I'm being harsh on myself. It's quite hard from my point of view to play that game and make it exciting all the way through. Especially that boss fight at the end. There are parts of that where you just gotta do it. I don't really know what to say about it. You just gotta do the thing. And there's not as much feedback on the player's part. By the way, you can hear it in the background. There's a Mighty No. 9 rap. Let's not listen to it. You can Google it later, YouTube it later. It's a rap, alright. I can confirm that there are rhymes, sick beats that are being spat out at a rate of knots or something. Someone Nordic, that's interesting. What was I gonna say? The gameplay is remarkably boring for what it is. The music, I'd say the music actually, I was told before playing this game that the music was kind of like, it's kind of not very good. It's not bad actually, there's some good tracks in there. I wouldn't say this is one of them in the background, but I haven't really sat down and listened to it on its own. Maybe it's half decent. I cringe at a lot of rap, but I don't like raps in video games. I don't know. It's hard to really describe that, but there's some good music. The story is... I don't really care, is the problem. It wasn't the fact that there was a story. It was the fact that the story was saying, all this drama, all this action, it's so interesting. And then it came to cutscenes that were just people standing there. People compared it to, what was it? Bravely Default or Kid Icarus Uprising, where you have... you're not going to shell out money. We kind of had the money. You're not going to shell out the effort and have full cutscenes. What you do, I mean, something like Bravely Default had a lot of cutscenes in that regard. What you do is have like pictures, or pictures that change their expression. When you have a 3D model, I think they were 3D, I wasn't paying attention, which has one expression for, I am outraged by this, but actually I'm not that outraged, I kind of have a mixed emotion on this, and they're still in the outraged pose. It looks stupid, looks unintentionally funny, and I got a lot of fun out of this, but probably wasn't supposed to. So, also, while we're here, I mean, I'll talk about the thing which just popped up in the top left, because I touched my controller, having not touched it for a while. Highlights, best moments, it's only 7 episodes, this Let's Play. Wanted 6, the last episode took a little bit too long, but that's fine. Highlights, best moments, were there enough? Would you say, were there enough funny moments for me to make a best of moment? Would it be like 2 minutes long of, haha, this game's a piece of shit, the kind of the invigorating part of this Let's Play, which were provided maybe by me, maybe by the game, maybe by a combination of both of them together. That's how Let's Plays work. Would you like me to do one of them? Let me know. And if you would like me to do one of them, let me know what your favourite funny moments were in this playthrough, because it wouldn't be that hard to put it together. I've still got to do Twilight Princess's funny moments, because that's a really long Let's Play. This is a fraction of that, so I'll be able to churn that out pretty quickly by comparison. Anything else? What's coming next? What was supposed to come next before this game came out and became the game that it is right now? I need to burp, but I'm going to try and suppress it. I was going to play Conker's Bad Fur Day. Now, ignore the thing in the top left. We'll get to that in a little bit. Conker's Bad Fur Day, I plan to play on the Xbox One via the Rare Replay. I'm pretty sure that's the N64 graphics rather than the Xbox 360 reloaded, realistic, but censored version of the game. I'm pretty sure it's the actual original stuff for the N64, which would be good, because that's what I want to do, just slightly sharpened up in a few places graphically. Might not even be that. I don't even care. Now then, we get to this. We'll get into it briefly, but yeah, I plan to do that next. Not entirely sure. I've got to find out a way of recording it reliably, and that might not be as easy as it sounds, because I've got to connect my Xbox One to the internet, and my internet, as you may know, isn't that good, so could be interesting trying to play that game. I'll work it out. It won't be that long, like a week or two, just to give me enough time to turn it around. Now then, the famous thing about the credits of Mighty No. 9, and the fascinating thing is, it's not the fact that there's a rap song in the credits. The rap song is only like 5 minutes long. The credits are longer than that. They're longer than 5 minutes. You want to guess how long they are? I think they're the longest. They've got to be the longest credit sequence of any media ever. Has there ever been a Kickstarter game which has actually shown all the backers at the end? Because I can't think of too many Kickstarter games that A, were as popular as this game in terms of how many people backed it, or just simply, was set up in such a way that this might needed to be at the end. It's a lot of people. A lot of them are generous backers, so good on them for that. You might notice, we'll do this again. This is how you find the number of backers, effectively. We'll go like 350 or something like that. It doesn't immediately cut to it, it just makes it red. So a generous backer, there they are. The concerning thing when I found this originally, as you may have noticed already, there are 5 digits. They go high as 90,000. What we can do, have I mentioned yet that the credits in this game are 4 hours long, supposedly? What I can do is skip to the next part. It's a bit concerning when we're on 1400s and you can skip to the next part, which is 10,000 rather, to 20,000. Little bit concerning. The rap song keeps going, which is lovely, because we need that at the end of the day. Fine thing to have. I'm going to skip all of them, because I briefly... I can't remember how many of it I sat through originally, but I'm not going to do it now. I haven't got enough recording space on my computer to sit through all the credits.
Under control when she absorbed Beck's empathy and caring nature, his heart. My new synthetic heart routine makes it possible for robots to evolve ethically, to grow responsibly. Just wait. This will revolutionize the science of robotics, the fate of all robots, of all mankind.
Sounds like a mad scientist to me.
You got lucky, that's all. And cleaning up your own mess doesn't make you a visionary. Besides, who can guarantee the behavior of robots left to their own devices, evolving on their own? This heart of yours is unnecessary, and worse, dangerous. I remain unconvinced, Bill.
Don't call me that. My name is William White.
So much anger.
I'll show you. I'll show you and everyone else who doubted me.
So if there is a sequel, is he the villain? Not Blackwell. Is William White a villain?
Mighty number 9. This Beck is a blessing or a curse.
What a line at the end of the game. That is so poignant right now. Is it a blessing or a curse? Is it just a thing? I think in the end, it is just a thing. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me on this short Let's Play. That's another thing I should mention. Would you be open to shorter Let's Plays in the future rather than a huge 60-part epic of a game? I kind of enjoyed this for how condensed it was, but maybe you prefer the longer games. So let me know on that as well. Thank you for joining me on this short Let's Play, and I will see you in the next one, which should be, fingers crossed if I can get everything working, Conker's Bad Fur Day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.